Thank you. Thank you for being together. And what I'm reading now, it's the same. I did it with others as my family, my parents did it with me from generation to generation. Teen habits. Youth has always have a dream, fantasize. Let them dream and fantasize. They are not harming you. As soon as they will be burdened with duties, jobs, children, wives, husbands, before that they have some time. Let them use it and fantasy. Look what's going on in the East and in the West. There is still family in the East or in the Middle East. But in the West, you are a sissy if you stay home and you are 14. So they go out, schools, universities, wherever, and you work for your life. So frustrated. No family, no mother, no father. They go into sex, they go into gambling, they go all to drugs and whatever, addictions. And then what to do? War, killing. And so in the Arab world now, it's growing and growing, no more family. The wife is working, and so the husband, and there is no wife and husband. They are just two employees. She goes to the restaurant, he goes to other restaurants, and then they come home, they are strangers, also with their kids. So what this youth is coming for? To make more wars and more killings, and this is why. Global madness. And so, sooner or later, this planet Earth has to die. There is no other way. But where the spirit goes, where do we go? It's who you are now. It's where you go. If you are happy or you are sad, if you this, like when you sleep, you wake up. Thank you, God. Good morning. The other one, oh God, morning again. It's up to you. What are you doing? What's your feeling? No more children and not yet grown up. Teenagers are very stressed about their future and their values. The enlightened master explains their plight and shows that how to go ahead of it. Where is the master? Where can they go? If mom and dad are not aware of any masters, you know, it takes thousands of years to find a Christ. Any Christ or any Buddha or any prophet is ready if we are ready. The water, the source is ready if you are thirsty. But how can I be thirsty? Because I feel something, but I don't know what's this. So you go with the group that belongs to addiction, to drugs, you know. Similar in feeling, similar clubs. Join the club of this. New Agey, so-called. Many, they go to New Agey, which is maybe a little bit better, or Alcoholic Anonymous. They stop drinking alcohols, but they start eating more chocolates, more sweets, and more chewing, and more other, you know, smoking, from one addiction to another addiction. But that awareness is not an addiction, to be aware. Okay, that's it. Born again. A human becoming, not a Christian or a Muslim or a Hindu or Lebanese. Or you don't belong to any earth, dirt, dust, something. You belong to existence. You are the existence. So what to do? Every society tries somehow to destroy their youth and make them older before they are really old. I'm not interested in making anybody older than he is. Teenagers will have this problem because they are teenagers. They have never lived life. For the first time, they are entering life, and they will have to think what is right and what is wrong. The inner child is still, you know, dead inside. Nobody loved this inner child in me. It's time to me wake up and buy a toy and that's it. You have your inner child. We all like teddy bears or the blanket or sucking, smoking. That's what we need. So go ahead and play with your inner child and look at the mirror and do funny faces and go somewhere and just dance with them. And that's what in all the Osho communes we play any role. We play a mom and the dad and the kid and it's like handicapped child, and we all play a priest, a pope, a politician. Play all the roles. You are a medical doctor or whatever in the hospital, but when you come home you are not a doctor. You are a husband or you are a dad, and she is a mother here, and you also play the motherhood and the fatherhood. So we play all the roles. Then we know that we have no role anymore. God has no roles but plays them all on the stage. So the main cause that's we are where we are now because we closed the door, and the door is meditation. And we are not into knowing anymore, we are into information. I don't want that. This is not a computer. This is a treasure. I say I don't know very proudly. I'm proud of this to tell you, I don't know. Socrates, he said it, with so much love. And he said, I know that I don't know. The more you know nothing. How can the dewdrop knows the ocean? I'm part of this, I'm part of the waves, but meet, melt, merge, become one with the ocean. And when you become one with the ocean, then you cannot talk. Because you died to see the ocean. The fish said, I want to see the ocean. You are in the ocean and you are the ocean. No, I want to see the ocean. Okay, come on. At the beach. I said, yes, if you want to see the ocean, you have to die. You are out of it now. Keep swimming there and enjoying it. So we are all in this ocean of life. Keep swimming. Keep enjoying it. And keep sharing jokes, and that's beautiful. Every day, a joke a day keeps the worry away, and so a story a day. And so whatever anything you give you, it's just like a woman went to a pet shop and immediately spotted a large, beautiful parrot. And the parrot was the sign that it's only $5. Why so little? She asked the pet store owner. The owner looked at her and said, Madam, look, I should tell you first that this bird used to live in a house of prostitution, and sometimes it says some pretty vulgar stuff. The woman thought about this, but decided she had to have the bird anyway. She took it home and hung the bird's cage up in her living room and waited for it to say something. The bird looked around the room, then at her and said, New house, new madam. The woman was a bit shocked at the implication, but then thought, that's really not so bad. New house, new madam. When her 2 teenage daughters returned from school, the bird saw them and said, New house, new madam, and new girls. So the parrot saw new house, new madam, and new girls. The parrots, lives with prostitutes, and they know how to speak, what to say. The girls and the women were a bit offended, but then began to laugh about the situation, considering how and where the parrot had been raised. Moments later, the woman's husband, David, came home from work. The bird looked at him and said, Hi, David. The bird was in a prostitute house, and David used to come to the prostitute house, and she said, I know you, you know. So you have a new wife here, or what? You have new kids, and you have a new home, and so the parrots is like you and me. We all repeat what others they taught us, and we became like a repetition. And we repeat in our children and grandchildren, they are the same, different as a body, you know, different as a cup, but no wake up. Change the cup and change the wine. Why not to be, you know, like this? Always imagine that you are here, that you are to be changed, to change the others too. But why we are not changing each other? Because we are dead. How can I change you, you know, give you life if I'm not alive? I have to be aware. Once when I'm aware that I'm dead, this is not who I am. The Master is ready. Christ is here. But you are not here. Christ is not far, it's so near. The Christ consciousness. Because you belong to that consciousness. You are part of this existence. Yes, to become a sannyasin, which means a free being, you have a totally new values in your life. We need more wandering people around the world, wandering teachers around the world, so that young people can belong to them and learn something and live something. So all what we have, no wonder and no wandering, you know, it's like we are all stuck in a frame. You eat this, you do this, you go to school, you come back, this is Sunday, this is Monday. We are all chipped. You put a chip here and you put it here. We are chipping each other. Go and eat chips. Chips, potato chips, this and that. They all speak together and they all clap. They all, okay? So we became robotologists, ideologists. What's your choice to be? It's up to you to choose.